ko te tiao, ko au te tiao. I kākano e rua mai I rangiatia, I kore I ngaro ti hei Māori ora. So we're just going to collect the red tussock, so just make sure you've got your gloves on. We label our bags with the date and location.
Yep.
I just love the thought of
regenerating, renewing, rebirthing whenua too.
We may not be able to fix the problem by ourselves, but we can be the start of the solution when conservation's given an opportunity.
With the environmental issues we're facing, you're never going to feel like you're doing enough.
It's never too late to change the game.
It's not about the doom and gloom, it's about taking care of te taiao.
Now a new generation of kaitiaki take up the challenge of protecting and restoring our natural environment.
My name's Felicity McMillan. I'm the supervisor at Arowhenua Native Nursery. Running a nursery is very complex. I'm a very organised person, so I like, cracking the whip. There was always talk about having a native nursery attached to the marae, and we were just really fortunate that the funding for that project came about when it did. For a lot of our kaimahi, when they come to the nursery, they know they're there for a reason.
So we're currently using a method called pricking out, where we grab our wee seedlings here and we put them into a bigger pot.
Get them growing a bit bigger, get them older, and then they'll be going out to plant along the rivers. They are for our restoration team.
Honestly, I would love to be on the show. When we started over at the marae, it was, to me, it just felt like home. And then incorporating work into that, it just felt natural. It was just normal. I was just a wee girl playing around at her own marae. It's just what it felt like, yeah.
This place here is our shade house, and you can already feel the different temperature when you come in here. Carrick sector, we plant this a lot around our swampy wetlands. Well, restoration does, so this is a common one. It germinates amazingly.
For Māori, we are very connected to te ao, the environment. So allowing Arowhenua to take the lead in this project, it's allowing our people to be able to go back to the awa. Obviously, with increased farming, the awa has degraded, so it's about restoring the Māori into rangitata awa.
these ones up here attached to those grey hoses.
These ones are actually quite good though.
They are. They reach, 9 metre spread?
I think so.
I just love the thought of being able to help restore my backyard, pretty much. I was a cleaner. I'd been a cleaner for about 8 years. So I decided one day that I was sick of cleaning and I wanted to do something that I really liked. And then all of a sudden this job popped up. So it worked out perfectly for me. I don't think these plants have been so well watered before.
"18 months ago, there was a group of us come into this marae not knowing anything, so Lex was there as our guide.
Yeah.
So I think with these here, we'll take cuttings off the top. So we just need to reorganise these and get them into their plant varieties, and probably put the Ensco order in here because the lady from Ensco is coming tomorrow. So we've sort of got to put on a good show. So that's it.
Okay.
So how's that?
Yep.
So you can organise that, Aria?
I'm sure I can organise that.
That's awesome. That's good. For the community in Temuka, like they're going, is this going to happen? Is it going to work? And as you can see, we've been getting all the infrastructure together to do a full-blown, commercial nursery.
I was a prolific houseplant killer before I started here.
I absolutely was. I did used to be a postie, so I've been here about a year now. It's really cool just being able to work with whānau and te ao Māori.
Did you get any last night?
No kidding.
I did.
Lucky you, eh?
Yeah. It's like horsetails. Brushing horsetails. Oh no.
If it's a bit damp, we'll dry it, you know, we'll leave it to dry for a week. Hey, Mandy. Yeah.
In terms of what other nurseries are doing, we're doing something completely different. We sort of have this saying where we're growing plants but also growing people. We're going to take the people that are interested and grow them further. Mandy, who's just taken over the seed handling for the business, initially she was a bit hesitant about doing it, and we said, look, we'll give you all the support you need, and she's running with it.
Our tupuna used to grind it and make a flour and then make bread out of it.
That stick bit, the stem you're trimming it off, they use that for tukutuku panels.
And I know there's sort of concern that they would take over. But back in the day, we would naturally harvest, so it wouldn't take over the waterways.
Yeah. Which is quite cool because just everything's in balance, isn't it? So.
There we go.
Just about in the creek.
It's really important to know about the plants that we're collecting.
Perfection.
But not just for biodiversity and the ecosystem, it's about what our tepuna use those plants for. Do you want to come over, Kitty? Haere mai.
So for the project, we have to grow 8,000 red tussock. The seeds we collected today will be planted back on that stream. The basis around that is so eco-sourcing, then they should be true to form, but they'll also survive in that environment. Just look at this one here, guys. This is actually the snow tussock. So we don't want to confuse it with the red tussock. See how it's bigger? It's got the fatter
what one?
leaf on it. So
do we need to collect some of that?
we do need
separately?
to collect some of that, so we might get a different bag and just put some in. So
we're very respectful of the area that we're going into. We won't strip a plant because it's important that we leave kai there for our manu, our insects, etc., protecting the taonga which is already there.
This whole program is actually regenerating, renewing, and it's almost like rebirthing the river. So it flows down through the dairy farms, and on the way, all the nitrates run into the clear water, crystal clear water. The nitrates are too high, they're impacting on the aquatic life, then they can't reproduce and do their gig. So where there's runoff, we can put plants that will actually help to soak up that nitrogen.
And you're a champ at that, Tobias. Oh, I know. It's my God-given right. Which God? Tane Mahuta. Tane Mahuta, that's it.
I think a lot of the farmers see the here and now. It's all good and well, in the background saying they shouldn't be doing this, they shouldn't be doing that. We actually have to be in there, having that kōrero, and to look towards the future.
You listen to the news, it is doom and gloom. But even if you plant one tree, you're making a difference, and it's the collaborative effort of everyone that's going to make a change.
Tēnā koutou katoa. I'd just like to welcome everyone here at Arowhenua Marae. Today is about a celebration of us all successfully completing the Horticultural 3 Nursery Production Certificate.
When we first started out, we had a few tears, people sort of doubted themselves. But what really struck home to me is at the end of it, the satisfaction everyone's got from achieving this. And I've heard some of you say, it's the first thing I've done since I left school.
Nephi Lamano.
Well done, Nephi, that's awesome. For people that whakapapa to Arowhenua, there's kind of like a set path, like guys that have been at the freezing works or the wall scours or, coming from that manual background, the nursery and the horticulture and the restoration is showing people a different way. Oh, and Felicity McMillan, so congratulations.
Thank you. Excellent job.
Cheers.
Brilliant.
I've learnt a lot within such a short period of time. What plants do what, how they can improve the water quality, medicinal uses for our plants that our tepuna used. Yeah, it's making sure the roots
Going from like a state where no one knew anything to a state where we've got 100,000 plants a month. And that's big, that's production.
Lex has said a number of times that he was quite surprised how far we've come. So I truly believe that our tupuna are looking over us and wanting us to succeed in what we're doing. Yeah, I get to inspire our whānau and tautoko them to be the best that they can be.